Hello and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. Today is Monday, June 8th, 2026, and I'm back solving the puzzle from yesterday, Sunday, June 7th, which is a collaboration between Adam Wagner and Simeon Seigel, who have contributed a couple dozen puzzles each to the New York Times, but this is their first collaboration, so that's pretty fun, and it's a Sunday, so we'll expect an expanded grid and a somewhat involved or tricky theme, along with lots of fun cluing and misdirection and all the fun stuff that you expect of late week puzzles. Yesterday's puzzle is titled Split Seconds. The common phrase to mean fractions of a unit of measurement of time, but might have something to do with splitting words, possibly the second of two words of some common phrases. We'll see if that's indeed what ends up being the case here. And I am not sure that I will get to the puzzle from Saturday, June 6th, which I have not done yet either. It's going to be a pretty busy week, so I'm going to just do the best that I can to keep up with the daily puzzles after I back solve this one. So let's get into it and see what Adam and Simeon have for us for Sunday, June 7th, a puzzle called Split Seconds. Stiff. Could be something like terse or not sure. Blank Waller-Bridge, star and creator of TV's Fleabag, is Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Ball pit. Not sure what they're looking for there. Loves to pieces. Usually this ends up being adores. We'll see if that's the case here. Excoriates. Scolds or something. I'm confident about Phoebe, so let's check the downs here. Type of Thai red curry. Is this Penang, I think? Lofty pitches. Lofty pitches. Corrida cry. Is this an Olay? I don't know what corrida is, but sometimes Olays are here as sort of, football stadium cheers or something. Class for immigrants in brief. Don't know. Or tries to rile as on social media. Baits, maybe? Leave one's mark, say, to etch in a tree or something like that. America's largest labor union familiarly. I should know this, but I do not. C22 across. With 23 and 24 across, airport announcement / requirement to practice. Perhaps. Goodness. License? Rails at or something like that. Class for immigrants and English as a second language. I get it. Yeah. Angelic. Licenses? Lofty pitches. High something? Angelic looks right here. Broccoli, what? Broccoli Rob here? North American fortress in one spelling. Do we want a Casbah? And is that the spelling they want? Facts and figures. Soda brand named for a volcano. Deal with it. A deck of cards. So maybe this is like this. This is an it clue with an exclamation. So the thing usually we're looking for is the thing that the it could be. Country whose flag is known as Antritat. The tricolor. Sure looks like it's going to be Ireland. Like that. Abbreviated, so. Airport announcement. Tubers from the gem state. I mean, do we just want Idaho's? Idaho potatoes? I don't think so. Oh, well, actually, that could work with rigid here for stiff. Maybe that is correct. Pieces of Indian music. I think they want ragas here. That's not quite what that means, but I think that's what they want. Breakthrough, cry, and aha. If you are making a breakthrough, you might cry aha. With, here we go again, with 32 and 35 across. Now here's the thing, or some board game surfaces. I don't know. Airport announcement. Gate change? Aha, I see. Gate change. Soda brand named after a volcano. Don't know. Now here's the thing. Long instrumental piece. A sonata, maybe? What is this? Help in a pinch? Question mark. Help in a pinch. Phrases preceding lyrics. Intros? Musical phrases before the lyrics come in a song? That could be. Laid eyes on, but good. I don't understand what that clue even means. Laid eyes on, but good. Got a... I'm stumped by that. Slugger's tally. I really want homers here. Couldn't just be at bats. That doesn't make sense. Oh, here's another one with 50 and 50 core for core cross. Serious props / had an evening meal. I don't know. Free of bumps could be smooth. Seasoning that imparts umami flavor for short. A monosodium glutamate. MSG. A blank dreaming. Am I dreaming? Some animation files. GIFs, I guess. Got a load of. Could be at-bats. Help in a pinch. Oh, as in a theft. To abet someone is to help someone in a crime, or in particular, in this case, a theft. Serious props. Mad something. So this does look like got a load of. And this does look like it's going to be at-bats. Slugger's tally, at-bats. But why? What is this then? Shasta or something? What was this? Now here's the thing. So listen, maybe. Facts and figures are stats. Vice President Agnew. Cyril? I thought Cyril was spelled with a C. Spiro, not Cyril. Not exactly. Ish, you could say. It's not exactly. It's something ish. Red-haired hunter in Genesis, probably Esau. I'm only familiar with these biblical figures based on their appearance in the New York Times Crossword. Record of money owed. A chit? Maybe? It's like a piece of paper with an IO. It's like an IOU, basically. 8th Avenue Express line in New York City. The something train, I guess. Not sure what train. Hems and haws, maybe. So the A train. Object of spiritual significance. Could be a totem, maybe. Amount that ain't bad, so to speak, or what to make with 6 sets of answers in this puzzle. I guess it's 2 out of 3. So we're making 2 answers out of 2 entries out of sort of 3 out of 3. Award opportunity in brief. A nod, a nomination for an award. Swinger's warning, 4 if you're swinging in golf. Relieve of, to rid of. Oops. Shorten, to trim, maybe. Some eels. Don't know what we want there. Oh, I do actually, but I don't remember. Underworld boss. Hades, the Greek boss of the underworld. Dorado eels, maybe. Condemn. I know what this is going to be too. Just can't think of it. Out of fear that. Oh, no, this is not true because this is... Oh, mores. Maybe a nom instead of a nod, a nomination. Moray eels, and this will be lest. Out of fear that. Lest something happen. Responsive comprehension. I see. Bit of Great British Baking Show fare. Maybe a scone? Oh, right. Mad respect, I think, then. And what is the other half of this? Had an evening meal. I don't know what they want there. Basic school subject. Ending with a T, I'm not sure. Former alliance of France, Italy, Japan, the US, the UK, and West Germany. I don't know. Oh, right. So listen, we've got that part. And what's the other part? Some board game surfaces. I don't know. Oh, right. Suffix with Brooklyn. Brooklynite? What do you call someone from Brooklyn? Oh gosh, these are hard because in the whole like middle and right side of the puzzle you have these whole gaps in your understanding. Oops. Lofty pitches. High looks great, but then I don't see what the rest is going to be. High C's, maybe? So listen, and then this could be stencils, could it? Basic school subject. What about that? G6, maybe. Like about 88% of the UAE's residents. Expat? No. I don't know what we want there. And stencils looked okay here. Oh, maybe it's stenches or something? Some board game surfaces. Chess something? Basic school. Oh, it could be history. So maybe this is expat. Letters aptly missing from this blank 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 IGHTL blank. It could be spry. So if you fill those letters into the gaps there, you get sprightly, and spry and sprightly are the kind of synonyms there. So expat looks okay. This looks like maybe spectacle. This is the way abbreviated. A route maybe, or spectator. Ural, demural. I think we want niet here. Spectated. To condemn is to decry. Philippe's head. Someone named Philippe is French, presumably, so they would call their head their tête. So decry looks okay here. Did some house cleaning, just housekeeping, just cleaned, I guess. Classic film said to be the most quotable movie of all time, I think is going to be Casablanca. And so mad respect here, and then had an evening meal, ate dinner, I guess is what we want there. Like many cathedrals. Spired? Website for finding professional services. I actually don't know what that is. Musician who said, reality leaves a lot to the imagination. John Lennon, I'm guessing? The eldest levy of Schitt's Creek. I guess it's going to be Eugene. Snuggle. Something up? Spired does look right here. And Angie, I guess? Website for finding professional services? I'm not familiar with that. Chess tables? Stables looks okay. Suffix with Brooklyn. Brooklynese, maybe? Snuggle. Looks like nuzzle up or something. Scratch and sniff samples. Nestle up. I like that better. Scratch and sniff scent, maybe? How interesting. Ball pit. Drink following a shot, a chaser. Green Day drummer's name was Trey Cool. Sonnet, adverb, or suffix. Adverb. Do we want air there, or ear, sonneteer, something like that? Ball pit. Oh, could be the socket. A ball and socket is a kind of a mechanism. The Wildcats of the Big 12 Conference, I'm guessing, is KSU. And then what does licensure, I think, is probably what results here. Requirement to practice licensure. This could be, how interesting, how neat. And maybe this is Brooklynese and the NEA, National, Engineers, Electricians Association. I'm not sure which this is. Educator? Maybe it's educators. Yeah, okay. All right, so this all looks okay. Then what's next? Feature of an intersection that forces a turn. I don't know. Bevy is to quails as a mob is to what? Emus? Gloom. Could be something like murk. It's 2028 Summer Olympics host. USA. Salt Lake City, maybe? Beat it could be scram. Okay. Then, out of the ordinary could be rare. Journalist's opening line is the lead. This looks like it's going to be muscle men. But of course, what part of it belongs to the first part of 87 across and what part belongs to the second part, we'll have to see. Polite refusal. No, sir. Resident of the so-called nation of poets. A Somali? Is that the nation? Somalia, nation of poets? Why you little? I don't know. Performs a simple operation, a mathematical operation perhaps. Adds, you could say. National flower of Mexico, don't know. One of the seven dwarfs. Sneezy. Chest beaters. Let's look at this one. With 8891 across, syntax reversing rhetorical device. Or small peelable citrus fruits. Clementines, I think, is the second half of that. And then syntax reversing rhetorical device. I'm sure I'll know it to see it. Thomas Hardy's titular Miss Derbyfield. Tess of the D'Urbervilles. Creative evaluation of a sort. Some kind of test. Worries. Confirm as a friend request to accept. Enthusiastic. Don't know. First responders, first response. I don't know, it looks like maybe art test, creative evaluation of a sort, not sure though. Oh, right. Oh, I remember this. What is this? Taylor Swift's, Eras Tour, I guess. Early Google algorithm for determining the importance of websites. Is there a name for this? No need to hurry, and like some security measures. Take your time is what I want. It doesn't fit. No need to hurry. How am I going to get into this? Initially offered lesser charge. I want an early bird special or something like that. Worries. frets or worries. Cares, maybe? In the noun form, probably here. Enthusiastic. First response. Triage? So if this is art test, what could this be? Enthusiastic. Is this a chiasmus? Actually offered teaser price or something else? Enthusiastic could be rah. Page rank or page. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pass before a basket. For example, an assist maybe in basketball. If you pass someone the ball before they make a basket, you get credited with an assist. Oh, there's time. Okay, I guess that works. Combined. In sum, maybe? Of an unspecified position in a sequence. The nth. This looks like... Oh, I put Merle instead of Merc. I meant Merc, and this should be page rank. There we go. Sandwich with sauerkraut is a Reuben sandwich. Enter hurriedly is to rush in. This looks like a teaser rate. With 118 and 121 across, didn't quite fit in, say, or not as frequently. This looks like it's going to be wasabi. Was a bit something. Leaning type abbreviated as italics. This does look like teaser rate. Upper crusters, elites. Brought together, wed, perhaps. Kolsch or saison, both types of ale. Fine, if not great. Decent, and not my misspelling is sick. Flexibility. Now, this doesn't look good. Flexibility could be leeway. Combined, then. What is combined? The banned ingredient red number 3, for example, that's dye, and then organization banning this is what, the FDA probably? Big retail initials in footwear. Don't know. What wristwatch straps are designed to accommodate any size? Oh, combined is in one. There we go. Designer shoe warehouse, DSW. Was a bit odd, I guess. Didn't quite fit in, say. Was a bit odd. And then not as frequently. Is this a dahlia, maybe? Oops. National flower. The rest... Oh, there's time. Okay, we got that. Like some security measures. Anti-something? Anti-theft, maybe? I meant it. Yeah, anti-theft. Okay. Good. Subdue by stunning is to what? Tase, maybe? Tase like that? Toddles. Chest beaters. Oh, hearts are what beat. Those are the things that beat in your chest. Thoroughfare through New York City's Chinatown. Don't know. Why you little... don't know. Third most common suffix in country names after I, A, and land. Stan, I guess. The Arabic or Persian suffix for land. Feature of an intersection that forces a turn. A T-stop or something? Union Victory site of 1862. No idea. Manufacturer's gross product? Don't know what we want there. Expose in verse. What is a way to say to expose? Maybe to open? Some microwaves in brief. Don't know what we want there. The Declaration of Independence and the like. Oh boy, okay. Needing, perhaps. Tense? As in your, muscles needing. Not in vogue, passé. Homes characterized by half-timbered walls. Half-timbered. I don't know. Counterpart to nuts. Soup and nuts? What does this end? So we got was a bit odd, and then not as frequently, less often, and that gives us soften. What is this? Thoroughfare through New York City's Chinatown. Something street? Homes. Tudor homes? Tudors, maybe? Dessert to Brits. Afters, I think they call them. Business address abbreviation. A suite, maybe a suite number. Why, you little son of a... That's so funny. Manifestos, the Declaration of Independence. This does look like Somali, so the Mott Street, maybe? Is this Shiloh? Oops. Shiloh. Mott Street. T-shape? Yep. Manufacturers' gross product is smog, and then some microwaves in brief are GE's General Electrics. Okay, let's take a look at the Sunday theme. No revealer here, but split seconds the title gives us a clue that we have two, each of the theme clues has two parts, and each of the parts is split across two entries in the grid, such that each of the set of three entries as appearing in the grid actually forms two answers to the clue. So here, with 23 and 24 across, airport announcement, requirement to practice perhaps. So what it is gate change and licensure, but we split them up across three entries so that we have, I don't know what Gatek is. I think all of these are supposed to be viable entries on their own, but I don't know what this means, so I'll have to look that up. But it also splits into angelic and ensure, but the answers to the clue are gate change and licensure. The next one here, we have now here's the thing and some board game surfaces. So now here's the thing is so listen, and some board game surfaces are chess tables, but these split into soli, stenches, and stables. Pretty cool. Then we have serious props and had an evening meal. So we have mad respect and ate dinner, but they split into madre, spectated, and inner. Very cool. Then we have this one, syntax reversing rhetorical device, and small peelable citrus fruits. We have chiasmus and clementines split into chias, muscle men, and tines, which is pretty cool. Then we have no need to hurry and like some security measures. There's time and anti-theft split into the rest, I meant it, and heft. And finally, didn't quite fit in, say, and not as frequently. Was a bit odd and less often split into wasabi, toddles, and soften. There is, sorry, I said there wasn't a revealer, but there kind of is. There's a theme-related thing here. Amount that ain't bad, so to speak, which is 2 out of 3. Or, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Or what to make with six sets of answers in this puzzle. And literally make 2 out of 3. Out of the 3 entries in the puzzle, you make 2 answers to the clue. And so that's what's going on there. So yeah, that's a very cool theme idea. And as soon as I understand what Gatek or Gaytek or whatever is, and remind myself of what toddles are, or toddles the verb is, then I will have a better idea of this. I'll put anything I discover in the video description. Other thing here, ball pit ends up being a pit in which a ball might fit. And so in this case, we're looking for a socket in a mechanism, or even in like your eyeball, the pit that your eyeball is in is your eye socket. So that's there. North African Fortress does end up being a Casbah but with a K. I'll have to look up what the NEA is. I think it's the National Educators Association, but I'll double check that. This is the G6, former alliance. I'll have to look up what Angie is. This ends up being the A train, right? Manufacturer's gross product is a fun clue for smog, literally product that is gross, as opposed to gross meaning total. A mob of emus. A mob seems to be the collective noun for emus, which is interesting. Didn't know that. A T-shape. Yeah, so I thought this was going to be a mechanical feature, a physical feature, but this is more of a descriptive feature of an intersection that forces a turn. I did not know that Somalia was the nation of poets. That's very cool. Page rank I should have gotten sooner, but I had the wrong letter at the end there. I'd mistyped Merc. Son of a for Why You Little is very, very fun. Chest beaters is a good pun for things that beat in your chest, hearts. I didn't know that Tudor houses had half-timbered walls. Cool. Corrida cry did end up being Olay. Class for immigrants is a fun bit of wordplay there for not a category for immigrants, but literally a class that immigrants might take in school, English as a second language. Sonnet adverb or suffix is interesting too. We have the adverb being er, short for ever, which might appear in that form in sort of Shakespearean or poetic language. But suffix could also be a suffix for someone who writes sonnets. Could be a sonneteer. I don't know of Shasta or what volcano that's named after, so I'll have to look that up. Took me forever to get history for a basic school subject. Not really sure why. Help in a pinch. Again, we need to interpret pinch as a theft here, a criminal act. To help someone in a criminal act is to abet. Ural demurral, literally saying no in the region of the Ural Mountains is, in the Russian sort of area of the world is Niet. Glad I figured out Spiro Agnew. It appears in the puzzle quite a bit, and I can never remember his name, but that is what it is. Esau ended up being correct. Underworld boss, not in the sense of a video game, but in Greek mythology, is Hades. Some microwaves in brief. We want the brand name here, General Electric. This, I think, was the last thing that I got. And kneading is pretty fun for tense, as in muscles. Counterpart to nuts, you might think bolts, but in this case it's soup and nuts. Yeah, and that's good. So a good theme by Adam Wagner and Simeon Seigel. Really enjoyed figuring out what was going on there. Not exactly what I thought, but close. And glad to have gotten through that in about 25 minutes. So if you enjoyed this solve, please leave me a thumbs up, let me know. And if you want to know when I'm posting next, I will try and post the Monday puzzle later today. Then hit that subscribe button, you'll get those notifications. And we'll see you next time on Crosshatch Puzzles. Cheers.